Retail theft. Now, I've been covering retail theft for a while. It's been happening in California, hitting up the targets. They closing in Philadelphia, I heard. New York, everywhere. Retail theft is rampant in Chicago, especially rampant and over in California. But now we're basically trending towards and talking about not only is retail theft a thing, but it's a crime ring. It's a syndicate. It's an entire business because we've gotten so sloppy and lax in our laws and the way in which we're going about doing things that now people have basically turned it into a way of income. And they have no fear from the police. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
It's a chilly, clear morning in the picturesque foothills of San Diego County as we head to a suspected crime scene. A convoy of law enforcement vehicles is about to descend on an unlikely place, a mansion complete with its own vineyard and chapel rented out as a wedding venue and Airbnb. Police believe it's also the headquarters for a lucrative theft ring, where items stolen from Ulta Beauty Supply and other retailers are being resold on Amazon. As we pull up, authorities tell us they have the suspected ringleader in handcuffs.
What are we looking for?
There they are, right there.
Is that a white woman?
And it's happening everywhere.
What's
For
the
months,
ringleader?
we got exclusive access to
Nope, it's not a white woman. Somebody else.
California Highway Patrol, watching up close how it fights organized retail crime, which, including
think that
external
was a white
theft,
woman.
totaled $40.5 billion in the U.S., according to the National Retail Federation's most recent estimate. The fight is constant. On another day, in another California city, we see more truckloads of what police say is stolen clothing, mostly from TJ Maxx, plus cleaning and beauty supplies.
Hands on your head.
The California Highway Patrol is also California's state police.
Sean Dorey is commissioner of the California Highway Patrol, which has seen a 170% increase in arrests for organized retail crime in 2023 over the previous year.
The public's had enough. I think retailers have definitely had enough. They've been victimized enough. And at this point, law enforcement's had enough.
While organized retail crime is getting more attention from the public, retailers, and lawmakers, there's debate about if it's actually increasing. Retailers specifically pointing to theft as a growing problem in recent years include Target, Foot Locker, Walgreens, and Ulta. But few quantify the impact or offer many details, raising questions in the industry about whether retailers are using the attention around theft to cover their own operational missteps. A National Retail Federation survey of companies identified Los Angeles, San Francisco, Oakland, Houston, New York, and Seattle as the top major cities hit by retail crime.
All of those places except for two. Shout out to Houston. Listen, I was I was talking to Rita this morning, and she said, Anton, did you hear about that retail theft that happened in downtown Detroit at the Lululemon? Yeah, we got Gucci, Lululemon, all of that stuff in downtown Detroit, right? I said, no, what happened? Oh, she said, oh, it was a retail theft ring, and they tried downtown Detroit, and they got arrested. Shout out to downtown Detroit and the Detroit police. We not having that. We not having that here. Almost said a cuss word. We not having that here. We're not having it here. You're not going to come in here stealing. You're not going to come in here tearing stuff up. They said that they tried to steal like $120,000 worth of stuff, and they got arrested publicly for everybody to see, and they did the walk of shame, and they made sure that they arrested them and they threw them in jail. Throw away the key. You're not going to come here and you're not going to be stealing. You're going to have a hard time getting away. You're not going to come here and you're not going to steal. Police on every corner. They friendly. They cordial. Seen one outside of my building when I caught the people mover over to the queue line and I caught the queue line over to my building. We're not having that here. Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Houston, New York. All of these sanctuary liberal places are allowing for you to just walk in and do what you want to do, run out all of the retailers, run out the jobs, destroy the city, and then run things into the ground. You got to get tough on crime. You got to make people examples. You got to get them up out of there. Listen, you come here. I remember when I used to read that if you stole in certain places, you get your whole hand cut off. Now, I'm not advocating for people to get their hand cut off, but I am saying we not having that nonsense here. You gonna do things right. We not gonna have no problems and we not gonna have no trouble. We gonna have a good time. We gonna party and we gonna run it up. We not having that. We not having that. Yes, it is safe. It's incredibly safe here. It's incredibly safe here. I walk the streets every day, every night. I live stream. I do what I do. I have zero problems. I show my whole city the entire time. And I was showing it back when it was toe up, and I showed the evolution of it and the change. Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. I wish we was more like Singapore here in the United States of America.
Organized rings, as opposed to lightning flash smash and grabs, use what are called boosters to steal items that then go to fencers who resell them for cash.
I think people feel like it's hopeless. You know, nobody's going to do anything. I want the retailers and the victims of this to know that that's not true. Law enforcement is all in on this, not just the California Highway Patrol, all of our allied partners throughout the state.
If you're a consumer and you're buying on an online marketplace, how do you know if the good you're buying was a stolen good or a good that was acquired legitimately?
It's tough, and I don't know if anybody expects the consumers to do due diligence on every product that they're buying online. But I'll tell you, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is, and it's probably coming from some nefarious activity.
Listen, this is the way that you know that it's probably a stolen item. It's new, it's being sold outside of the retailer. That's it. If it's new and it's being sold out, now there are certain things that I believe that's not necessarily stolen. I remember the sneaker market at one point was very, very hot. So if you got a new release on release day and people were still looking for that item and they wasn't able to get into the raffle or something like that, you can probably get it on Facebook Marketplace that same day or the next day or something like that, right? There's certain things, but usually, like even when people sell their bags or their handbags and stuff like that, they don't sell them brand new. You don't sell a brand new Louis Vuitton handbag. You don't sell a brand new Dior handbag. You don't sell a brand new Gucci handbag that's actually authentic. Either it's fake or it's stolen. Either it's fake or it's stolen. Right, BizQ, if you buy a laundry detergent half off from a dude in a parking lot, its chances are it's stolen. If you ride up to the gas station and somebody said, hey man, I'll get you some gas for half price, they getting it on a stolen credit card.
So you guys all got the op plan, correct?
Yes.
It's a few minutes after 6 in the morning as the police briefing starts for what's about to happen at that mansion outside San Diego.
We have all our entry tools. Everybody bring them? Got them? Okay. And we got the RAM, we got the pick.
How long is this taken to gather the information?
This investigation has been going on for almost a year. We've identified a total of 13 suspects who were responsible for multiple thefts statewide and in some of our neighboring states.
And these individuals you suspect are sort of bosses running an operation, is that correct?
These individuals today are the fencing operations. These are the ones that are putting out the orders to the boosters to obtain this merchandise and then ultimately resell it to the unsuspecting buyer.
At the mansion, CHP and agents from the Department of Homeland Security fan out looking for potential stolen items. The woman in custody is Michelle Mack.
Look at this frumpy white woman. A frumpy woman that is taking advantage of the system and is masterminding this organized retail theft crime ring in her part of the city, operating just like drug lords, living safely amongst you, shopping amongst you, getting groceries.
According to the search warrant, she's in charge, giving a group of a dozen women across the country a list of retail stores to target, along with the retail merchandise. Those Ulta Beauty products then ending up on an Amazon digital storefront called the Online Makeup Store at deep discounts.
Where are the goods being sold?
Our investigation leads us to believe that the majority of these goods are being sold through online marketplaces.
box after box are removed from the home. The search warrant alleges Mac has sold nearly $8 million worth of merchandise on the platform since 2012.
So this woman has been operating without any kind of, nobody stopping her up until today. So for the last 12 years. All right, so here's my question. Once you got past the first 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, even 2 years, you didn't think to stop? You thought that you was just going to retire and you was just going to do this in your retirement and that was going to be it. I guess if she hadn't got stopped in the first 10 years, 10 years in, yo, listen, once I hear year 10, even dope boys and dope dealers, a lot of them, once you get to a certain level, you be like, hey, man, listen, I got enough money stacked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting out of the streets. You usually have a target date. Target dates, like dope boys have a target date, the ones that get to a certain level. They do. They have a target date. They be like, look, man, I got some money put up. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting some businesses. I want to get out the game. They usually say they want to start a record label back in the day. Yeah, man, I'm going to start a record label. I'm going to get some rappers. I'm going to get out the game. You didn't think to invest in nothing else? You ain't going to real estate. You ain't start your own new business. I guess you said this is a business. 12 years. 12 years of operating. And at no point you thought, you know what? I won. I beat the system. I beat the game. I need to get up out of this. And I want to go ahead and have an exit plan. Y'all just keep going. Every time you just steal and you be like, you know what? It's getting a little easier. You expand your operation, you expand your network. You don't think that nobody is ever going to get caught and snitch you out? You ain't never going to go straight, huh? It's criminal activity forever.
In one text message to a booster, Mac wrote, "Did you get some new girls? I really need product."
Jesus
She's
Christ.
taken into custody. The next morning, a team from Ulta unloads the haul along with CHP officers, sorting and carefully organizing everything. Most of it, $387,000 in stolen items from Ulta, according to authorities, but also some items from Sephora, Victoria's Secret, Bath & Body Works, Sunglass Hut, and LensCrafters.
Oh, they didn't put a dent in the market. So it's just like the drug game now. So now it's a drought. And you know what happens? The price of the brick go up. Yep. When they hit a major stash and it's a drought, that means it's going to cost you more to get your product. So ladies, for all of y'all that was out here not going into the stores and you was sourcing your stuff from fenced people online, the price of the brick is up. Cuz Miss Mary Kay over there just got arrested. $387,000 off the market. Yep. People starving. Ain't nobody going to be able to get their food stamps this weekend. The price of the brick is going to go up, y'all. $387,000. Yo, are women really buying that amount of makeup? I seen on TikTok and on Instagram, it's this new trend where women is telling stories and they like put all of this makeup and they be dotting their face and then doing it while they telling the story in the mirror. That's like the new trend? Is that why y'all be having all of this Sephora and stuff like that is popping? When you go into like I go to Somerset here in Michigan when I don't shop here in downtown Detroit. I try to shop within the city as much as possible. When you go to a lot of these places and you go to the mall, for example, and I'm vlogging and stuff where I go out there to actually get my watches and stuff like that. You know what the stores that be booming the most? Louis Vuitton, Sephora, Ulta. Those places be cranking. They be cranking. They be getting it in. It be full of women, gay guys that's holding their girl's purse, that's simping. It be popping. Listen, every store in the mall can close, but Sephora, Ulta, Mac, those stores is going to survive. It's going to survive. 100 times out of 100, those stores be popping. And every time you walk in, there be a guy that greets you with purple makeup on talking about, hello. And I just be looking at him like this. Hello, you needing help? It's me. Every time I gotta go in there to find Rita. Hey Rita, we gotta go. We got a dinner reservation or whatever, so on and so forth. I go in there, hello. Like, dog, they ain't got no women that greet you at the front door. Can I help you with something? Do I look like I need help? It ain't nothing in this store for me. Don't you see I'm trying to find my wife? Hello. If you need anything, shopping bag's over there, makeup is over there, and lipstick is over there. It might be a little bit away. I'll come and check. I just be looking at that nigga. Dog, if you don't get this big man with this muffin top away from me, get this man out of my face. Keep on. Hello. You know what other store that they be in? That bath bomb store where they have like you put the stuff inside of the where you put the stuff inside of the bathtub. Y'all don't know what that store? It smells really good when you go in there. It's like they be having like the pink and the blue bath bomb stuff and all of that. And you go into the store, it's all, listen, every single time, different person at different times of the year. Every single time you go into the bath bomb store, it's a dude in there that's 6'5". He got a muffin top. And he got, and he always, hey, you need help? We got some new specials. You need some help? You got some new specials. Like, you should be dunking. You ain't doing construction. You in here helping people with their makeup? Don't ask, don't tell. I said, oh my God. What is going on? Lush. That's the name of it. All of the women in the chat know the name of it is Lush. Next time y'all go in Lush, look how tall the person, no matter what city you in, look how tall the person is that's inside of Lush. Can I help you? We got some new bath bombs. You're looking up at that nigga like all of that talent. All of that talent you got. God blessed you with all of the things that you need in order to become rich and don't have to work hard. You up here selling me bath bombs. Boy, if you don't get your... Every time I got to go into Lush, I go... He got pink and purple hair at the same time. Hello. And he got on a crop top and his stomach is out. And he got on a muffin top and it's spilling over his belt. Your belt being covered by your stomach. Man, ain't you 6'6"? What are you doing? Jeez, let me stop. Y'all ready to end the show? Y'all ready to end the show? I'm just saying, man, if you don't get up out of my face,